I find it tough to sometimes host these programs because I just want to burst out laughing almost every 5 minutes. How does the American president say that he discovered only 2 weeks ago when, like a junior researcher in every media house, would be providing everybody the data points about how year on year the EU's purchase of, LNG, liquefied natural gas from Russia, has in fact increased, right? We have all of this data. If we have the data, how does Donald Trump not have the data? I mean, what do you make of it, Bill?
Well, I think a lot of people wonder about Trump's media diet. It's certainly possible that to some degree this entered his consciousness 2 weeks ago. Um, but this is classic Trump show. It's entertaining, it's
Yeah.
bewildering, it's exciting. It's something. I mean, I found this speech to be somewhere between an airing of grievances and kind of one of those wedding toasts that goes on for way too long and no one knows what to do. What do we do with our hands? But I think another thing that we have to think about here is that when Trump communicates, he's not communicating like most people do, like certainly not like most politicians do. Most people are trying to communicate information. Uh, Generally speaking, I think that's not the case with Trump. He's a little bit more similar to a bat. So in terms of echolocation, right? He's putting out signals in every direction, and he wants to see what comes back. My sense is that with the European thing, it was a little bit humorous the way that he introduced it, but we should make no mistake, this was him turning up the pressure on Europe. And this is, he's been doing this over the last couple of weeks, but I would say this is kind of the most direct, specific call out to European allies that they need to stop purchasing energy from Russia, or that they at least need to reduce. And he pulled no punches. Again, on a relative basis, if we look at the arc of his attacks on consumers of Russian energy, it started entirely on India. It started to widen its aperture more and more. Now he's calling out China, and he's evidently calling out the European Union. So this is also a significant adjustment in his approach to the issue. So we can't discount that, even while the method of delivery is unexpected.